So this thing says I am live, right? Extensions, community. Man, I can't get this thing to work. Twitch Studio, Streamlabs. I've tried that. Why does this thing say I'm offline? Activity feed, manage requests, extensions. Okay, that's just one of their deals there.
It was a matter of just running into, why did they name these phones these things? What reminded? Why did they name these phones these things? What reminded?
There's a lag. There's a lag. There's a lag. I don't know. Can you hear me? Live? Am I playing in here? Let's see. Hello? I don't know. Can you hear me? Five. Live? Am I playing in here? Let's see. 5. Hello? Looks like I'm getting some bad feedback here. Let's see if changing the setting on this mic helps. I'm still in pajamas. I've been jacking with this thing all day. Pajamas, you say? pajamas. I've been jacking with this thing all day. Pajamas, you say? All right. What is going on with that noise? I'm not making any noise. It's just ringing like crazy. Maybe I need to lower my auto levels on that. Maybe I'm picking up some kind of. Maybe I need to lower my auto levels on that. Oh, I know what's happening. I probably just got to turn my volume down on this thing, right? All right, I get it. How's that? So if I am in your videos, still checking this stuff out. So I'm actually on this YouTube thing, right? So let me see if I can find it on this thing here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I guess you can. Can you hear me? I guess you can. The feedback was from. I guess you can. The feedback was from. So I'm listening to myself on my phone. And it's recording and then replaying it. So I'm listening to myself on my phone. Hello. And it's recording and then replaying it. So I'm listening to myself on my phone. Hello. Echo. That is not what you think. It's a chair. Welcome to Pajama Talk. That shooting. Let's see. I'm going to try to listen to this off of my phone, off of my iPhone. And we'll see if I can hear myself talking without hearing all the reverb. Is there anybody out there? Just knock if you can hear me. No, I'm looking for settings. I'm a bit of an old man now, and I always forget what I'm doing halfway through what I'm doing. So Wi-Fi is on, but I can't have Wi-Fi on at the same time. So I'm going to have to go by the phone here and see if I can't do the Bluetooth. Huh. Oh, I should be not pairing over here. Oh, here we go. Connecting. Bluetooth, come on. All right, I'm connected. I could use. Can you hear me? All right, here we go. So I have like there's a lag between And boy, that volume's so loud. Lower your volume. Watch out. It's very loud. Oh, I wasn't saying anything, or I was saying something. Who knows? Who knows? Well, I'm kind of happy about it because sorry, this is not an actual streaming event. It is a test my stuff out. Man, it's good. Okay, so the mic I'm using is on board of the camera, and it's so I'm recording over myself. There's a lag from Streamlab from the camera goes into the laptop with an HDMI video capture, which for some reason I couldn't get it to work, and I couldn't do anything with it for days. And then all of a sudden today, it starts working on both YouTube and I don't know about Twitch. I haven't checked Twitch yet, but at least I'm on YouTube. Oh, so I almost have to not have any volume on here because if I can hear if I use the laptop speakers, I'm going to get nothing but feedback. And so I'm a little bit closer to getting this to, so I'm gonna have to sit with Rudy on Thursday and see what he can do with his miking up stuff and what I can do. And so there's a little bit of motion there. I literally am in pajamas, have been since 4 a.m. And I don't know the heck my how to get that dang dude. Okay, so I should have it's too quiet, but it's not showing me. I mean, I was on. It still hasn't picked up. Maybe I need to go back, but anyways, for now, I'm just happy to run the battery out on this. This may kill in any second. And I'm going to put some pants on. I'm not wearing any pants. I'm wearing pajama bottoms with hiking boots. Because you have to wear hiking boots in my place. You just don't know what the hell you are about to step on. I might do a little nudie show here for you as I put on my underwear. Don't freak. I'm not going to do that to you. So one step closer. One step closer to madness. Well, gun control's the big thing again today. I'm sure Beto's gonna be more hurt than anyone. He was in El Paso for all his fellow Chicanos. He's going to own it. That guy will say anything to become whatever he wants to become. Let's see, there's no mirrors or reflections here. No one else got cameras? All right, now I can drop off the Pentas and switch into it. It's got a wide angle lens here. But, you know. Not that wide. Surely not to capture everything. I mean, from the beginning to the end. So now just to figure out how to fine tune, I know at least it works. The card, I was about to return it. Maybe once I started thinking, hey, I'm going to send this back to Amazon. It's a real cheap card. It cost like $17. But that's all I wanted for. And I've got to get so many hours on this thing. On these streams and such. And I've got to get some painting done. I've got to get a lot of painting done. And so, c'est la vie, comme ci, comme ça. Rather good, rather bad. Oh yeah, the shooter guy. I mean, obviously these people are nuts that are going out and shooting people. This guy certainly was. Everyone knew about him. The guy that went into that church last year, the guy that the Air Force knew, this is nonsense. So people need since there aren't any cops, people need their guns to protect themselves. In fact, I'm looking at one. I've only handled a couple of guns. And even then, the first one I handled, I almost screwed up. I immediately broke a rule. I've never had a gun because I was afraid I was too hot-tempered, so I shouldn't say that. But nowadays, I'm not too hot-tempered. The only thing that happens with me is that I ride a bicycle. And so, you know, it happens a lot when I get to work. When there's somebody standing outside. I just rode like up a hill against the wind. And being an old man, I get tired easier. But there's people there that are all chipper and chippy, and they look at me, and I'm just adrenalized, like over-adrenalized, like not ready to coping by anything. Don't have any coping mechanisms. And so that becomes a little bit weird. And so yeah, man, I got to get my OG look going. I don't know about that. I think I'm gonna move the camera a little bit and see if you can still hear me. I'm still talking on this thing. So I have to be real comfortable in just speaking while I'm painting. Right now I'm just ranting, random thoughts, since I'm not really painting. And talking, streaming. So next I need some headphones, the earbuds, because I'd rather use earbuds than these big things. I mean, these sound great. So I'll go quiet and I can listen to myself with the lag as to what's happening here. I wonder if I could get this going on at Humankind. See if I can change the angle of the projection. The angle of the inception of the video multiplied by the velocity of light over across the universe should equal and what the hell? Sorry, lift off. Bum 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 bum. So I'm moving a tripod here at this point. Yeah, I use my easel as a towel rack. I am now watching the lag of that camera movement. Oh, I do probably need to get a new card because this is a 30 frames per second card. I'm in the easel on the towel rack. Yeah, I'm in the no one could be proud of these apartments. But I've often told people I live in the crappiest apartment. Next time I'm going to use the 1.4 lens. I mean the 18 to 135 zoomer. The only problem is I don't have a. See right here, what I'm doing now is you're going to see the polarizing filter change on this. So hey, smash the like button and subscribe. So if I stream, I'm just going to when I stream, I'm just going to go straight off the stream for YouTube. But other than that, I think I'm just going to try to get my videos just put on my card and then just use the shortcut that I have. Fucking goddamn. Did you hear me mumble there? I am so preoccupied with everything. Más café, cabrón. Sorry, I'm getting a coffee over here. I gotta fix my cartridges for my sink. I did them once, I did them wrong, now they're leaking again. This is the kind of apartment where you don't ask the landlord for crap, because every time you ask, you just wait. I consider myself lucky to be in Austin, because I'm in a place that I can barely manage the rent. And so I don't want to do anything. I get the feeling they're going to sell this building. I mean, it's worth of course, the building has to be torn down immediately, but the property's probably worth 1 point some. But it may be a place for Section 8. So the only other thing I have to be careful with here too is tripping on the HDMI cable and just really messing things up. That was a fart. The other day I had the day of 1,000 farts. I don't know what I ate, but my God, all day long. Like I couldn't go like 2 seconds without passing gas. And I was so worried someone was going to walk in. I usually don't ever pass gas. I mean, I do, but not like that. That's a chair. I'm going to write a book called The Day of 1,000. That's another chair. I don't have rollers around here. Okay, so that is not what you think. It's a chair. Welcome to Pajama Talk. That shooting. See, I'm going to try to listen to this. Still picking up a little feedback off of my headphones. Thinks that mic's pretty sensitive, I guess. My iPhone. See, like, and I'm sort of streaming at two angles. Hearing all the reverb. Is there anybody out there? Just knock if you can hear me. No, I'm looking for settings. I'm a bit of an old man now, and I always forget what I'm doing. Halfway through what I'm doing. I wonder if I could. Probably not gonna mess with that. Stream. Did I say stream or stream? Check my battery. This battery's probably gonna die really quick. Doesn't really seem to say on here. Oh, I'm gonna open my door. Get some ambient sound going. So this place, this apartment building, is like the opposite of 90210. Oh, the opposite of that. It's the opposite of 9. Who knows? The opposite of 9 would be 2. So it should be 29. Yeah, I got a lot of crazies living here, including myself. What? Delta 9? Delta 9. Part of like, get rid of those things. So this is just the first first test of the streaming. I don't really have any idea of what I was going to talk about. I was just happy to get this thing going. So I think I should get a little bit of work going here. Oh, man, I reorganize stuff and then I just completely disorganize it immediately. And then this cable here is not really the longest. So I need a new surge protector. Talking to myself. Not sufficiently long enough, I would say. All right, let's just stop messing around and get painting. I need a new drive. Yeah, I need a surge protector so I can get this other side. So mostly what I'm going to do is to save probably on my data storage on the Google. I will probably next just do everything video card recording. So let's get back on this. I'm gonna have to remix a whole batch of paint. Well, I'm very happy so far because I got some success out of this new apparatus. And so let's do you a quick video of that. Yeah, I might have to mix a whole new batch of paint there. What's kind of neat about this lag in audio recording is I lose my train of thought of what I'm doing. What a mess, man. I tell you, man, when I get going into something, I just tear it apart, just destroy it, pick up everything, and then just drop it all over the place. Oops, got my router number. I hope you're not going to break into that. Damn it. So anyways, I've been trying to make this point to myself, I guess, in that I can monitor the YouTube there and I'll know once the battery's gone, I'm not going to restart this. I'm just going to take my win for the day and hope I can reproduce this in some capacity at the shop. But it should be kind of fun. Although this is live and I just sent the link out to some of my buds. Should be a wee bit fun. Should it not be a wee bit fun? This is live and I just sent the link out. Some of my buds. I'm repeating what I'm hearing. She's actually a little deeper color there. But I do like, okay, so she comes off her earlobe right there. And then could add a little more brown to some of these. All right. Wow, my door just magically opened up there. So conscientious. Definitely not someone you want to see on video. Look away! I'm hideous! I've been hideous all my life, so I'm kind of used to it. You know, when you're a hideous looking person, there's two ways to take it. You can get really upset and want to take it out of the world, or you can just forget about it. You know, there's nothing you can do about your looks. Or in person. I'm used to being hideous. But yeah, being hideous gives you a certain amount of freedom, man. Get kicked in the nuts long enough, you don't feel it anymore. Can't even believe in heaven, because if I get up to heaven, they might say, "Oh, you can't. Come on, dude, you can't come in looking like that, dude." So I'm kind of like a Phantom of the Opera kind of guy. So now, okay, so I guess I could schedule, once I get this OBS thing worked out, I guess I can always, uh, if I can ever figure out how to turn this whole system back on, I could probably schedule a stream of art and thinking out loud. That's a chair. I need to put roller blades things, I guess, right? Against the wind. Doodle doo doo doo. Against the wind. So right now, what you got here is a person trying to figure out how to stream easily and decide when to record video. The thing about recording video is you can cut out all the stupid stuff you say. Because for God's sakes, people forget that thoughts pop into your head. And if you say them out loud, then you're like a demon or a devil. Because if nobody ever thinks bad thoughts, thoughts just come across the head, man. So anyways, while I'm painting, I'm thinking, I am always constantly talking to myself though too. So this is nothing new. I mean, sometimes I sing. I mean, not that it's real singing, but it's, So anyways, if I get in trouble for saying anything stupid or that is disagreeable with you, then luckily I don't have any followers yet. Probably never will. But anyways, well, we got this little action down. And I don't even know how... I'm waiting for the camera. I just panned the camera a little bit. I'm just trying to see how bad it looks for me. So, anyways, again, I keep trying to get to that point. Huh. Not bad. Not bad. I don't really. Everyone wants. What I'm running here is 2 LED spotlights reflected off the ceiling, and then 2 like kind of working lights that are LED bouncing off the ceiling. I used to use halogen bulbs because they were the brightest I could get. At one point I had like a 125 watt. I think it burned my vision pretty good. But anyways, the video, if I do video recording, which eats up a lot of bandwidth, cut the video short, do those as my short videos, and then I can edit those out. All right, I'm just trying to send this link out so you're hearing. Let's lower this volume here completely on this thing. I'm going to share this one. Live stream. This is starting about an hour ago. I told you it was a time traveler. I can go forward 5 years. I just can't come back. And right now I'm going 4 years. So 5 years. Holy, can't mess that up. Texting this to a friend. See if he gets it. Yeah, so on this thing here, the reason there's not much happening right now is because I'm just supposed to be painting. And so I'm going to paint for a while. But unfortunately, I have to go to HEB and pay a bill. And so that's why there's not much action on the camera right now. Okay, now I'm squaring up to the machine. It's real important to be at this perpendicular to the canvas, both vertically and horizontally. Otherwise, you get the distortion, and then you don't render. As a lot of people don't know that. So I'm kind of have a huge interest. You know, I have a big interest in politics. I always have. And I'm not really a headline reader. Try to get into the meat and potatoes of articles. But then after a certain point, you know which writers and news sources are leaning a certain direction. So I was sending out a lot of truth bombs, and people don't believe them, but they're backed up. I mean, you can't deny them. So I know I'm pissing off a lot of people, so But there's some really deep, dark stuff that has happened. And if I continue sending those out, people are going to get really pissed at me, but it's the truth. So I've just decided I'm not going to truth bomb anyone anymore. I'm just taking just going to take the remain in dark attitude for most people. So there is a lot of deep, dark stuff. Luckily for me, I don't have any kids. So whatever happens in 5-10 years from now, it's your kids that are going to be screwed, not me. I just got to worry about how to exit this planet because as I get older, it's no fun, man. I mean, compared to when not just being older, but stuff you used to be able to do when you were younger, man. So I don't care if I drop dead of a heart attack, which is my preferred method of dropping dead. Massive heart attack. It's going to hurt like shit and then you're out. Oh, yeah. It's just like, I don't care how much money you want. Well, there's people that are pumping money back into their bot, I guess. Again, this is just a pilot live stream podcast. Thank you for joining us so late. Oh, I've got to go check something real quick. Remain in light. Relax for a second or two. Oh my gosh. I'm still here. All right, still here, still. Be right back. Man, these cords are so dangerous. It can be a double knockdown. If I trip on those cords, I can hit both the laptop and the camera, knock them both over. I just gotta run out of here to get something really fast. I'm anticipating this new water bill. So this place it's only electric, so I only have to pay electric. And I guess the water was included. And then I got a letter from the landlord that said that we would be paying water, but we've got maniacs here and people wash their cars and everybody's poor here. And so the other thing's funny too is like you got 3 or 4 people that obviously can't afford a dog, but they have a dog in this. What is this? Maybe 1,244, 288. This is probably like a 400, I would say 350 square foot apartment, the most. Can't even be 400. Yes, you bitches. I'm always broke because I'm just all I really have an interest in is making paintings, and there's no money in it. Well, there is if you have so many people that make tons of money. I just don't happen to be one of them. So yeah, I'm just a painter because I like to paint. There's no economic benefit from this shit. Little secret. This is just a vanity art project right here. I'm not going to charge any of these subjects for their painting, but I'm also not going to haul ass and get it done because I mean they're not paying for it, and I never said I would give it to them, but they don't know that I am giving it to them. And maybe borrow it back from for a showing, but once you give somebody a painting, you hey, can I borrow that? They're going to not want to do it. So this little bit of a vanity art project right here. And so why are they getting a free painting? Because they agreed to model. Then everybody's gonna go, well, why'd you give them paintings, not me one? Well, because there's a difference of, looking for someone to. They were kind enough to pose for me, and there were some. They had a certain look to them that made me want to paint them. So yeah, like the other night I was recording video and some dude just started yelling, "Shoot me, shoot me!" I mean, and he meant video. And I was just doing a big crowd scene, and for some reason he thought he needed to be on video, and I was like, "What am I going to do with you, dude? Who are you? What?" Yeah, yeah. Camera's growing strong, and you know what else? Keep a heat. Yeah, when you shoot 4K, it creates so much more heat. I was shooting the other night in 4K. Like right now, the camera's not even heating up. All it's doing is streaming. But if I open the little Bombay door on here, the battery door, I should be able to cool it off in case it wants to get hot. And I'm finding out that I'm playing with the wrong side of the camera for that. Sorry about the shake. Oh. Video kill the radio star. Oh, there we go. Opened up the door. Open the door, let the battery cool down. Oh yeah, battery gets kind of hot when you shooting 4K. Cool the battery down, open the door, let the heat out. Oh yeah. Mm. So the new place to go is the dive bar. Just shot pictures over there. Still love the hangout. I mean, not the hangout, the little brother bar and the hideout. But I've been spending so much money on digital equipment lately. To get a new laptop, I mean, it's weird. This new laptop's just for this streaming and video editing. But the dive bar's been there forever. I'm a creature. Well, I'm a bicycle rider that always looks for the lowest grade in riding. So my paths are very limited to certain parts of town. Hey, Bob, eat your heart out. Gonna go to Italy and learn how to paint. What the hell? Too old, man. Too old for that shit. I think the dive bar, there's a liquor store like around the corner, like not even a block down the street on the other corner. And was I on La Vaca the other night? I don't know. I think I was. You know what? That was Guadalupe and 17th. I put down La Vaca. Doesn't matter. No one's watching my shit yet anyway. So that should be a cool bar to go do some video. It really is set up like an old-timey, from what I could tell, looked like an old-timey mobster kind of bar. Not mobster, but kind of a lounge. The pleated seats. But I think they'll have some true alkies in here. Looks like a place with true alkies. People that start. I need to go down there and hang out like today at 3:00 in the afternoon. Oh yeah, someone knocking at the door. Somebody ringing a bell. Someone's knocking at the door. Do me a favor. Open the door and let him in. Yeah, yeah. Let him in now. Yeah, do a whole Bukowski kind of a barfly thing. But that's a place where people walking out of there sauced at 5 or 6 and that late day sun just beats down on you in your eyes. Put on your Ray-Bans, jump in your GTO convertible and haul ass out of there. So, walking out at sauced at 5. Sound like a song. You were walking out of there sauced at 5. The sun was beating down upon your eyes, burning the back of burning your cornea, fading your iris, fading your, what do they call that? That's not the cornea. That's the cornea is the lens. The iris is, I guess the iris is what opens and closes, right? You're walking out, I was walking in. Eyeballs, burning the back of your eyeballs as the sun, as you walked out in the sun. The dark lounge. Your eyes are totally red from boozing. The iris. All righty now. Technology is almost there. I'm kind of embarrassed because this guy, Nick's Garage. Hello, my name is Nick. Love that guy's show, man. He's just totally into Mopar motors, and he can rebuild anything, it looks like. But he's so into it and so honest about it. And he's got somebody shooting that video for him. But it probably makes more money off his YouTube channel. I've got to keep my vocabulary clean if I want people to watch. And as a rule of thumb, I don't consider any content that I do appropriate for younger audiences. So I wouldn't do anything on purpose for that purpose. So I do have the age restrictions on YouTube. There may be a few art videos. I'll have to do that though. I'll have to do some videos that have no curse words. And as a rule of thumb, I want to be an uptalker. At least I don't have vocal fry like that dude in the morning FM. It comes up with these stupid words. Can't just say money, has to say money. Can't say funny, has to say phony. It's phony. It's like, annoying cat, man. But, how would I know that unless I didn't listen to that dude once in a while? Because of the rule of thumb of keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. So what's going on in Austin, Texas? It's had a lot of murders. I had my bike stolen. But Austin, Texas, there was a kind of a world famous bike riding champion woman. I was here for a mountain biking competition, I guess, and she hooked up with the wrong dude. He didn't kill her, but his girlfriend did. They don't have enough lifeguards at Barton Springs Pool, although they boasted about all the money that ACL brings, which I recall ACL is supposed to be giving a lot of money to the parks. So how they can't afford to pay lifeguards whatever they need, it doesn't, I don't know, especially since that ACL every year just totally screws up the vibe at Barton Springs Pool. And a lot of this new music is, I'm not going to complain because when I was younger, the music I was listening to, older people didn't like. All I can tell you is today, this stuff that's being played is not really music. Rock is atrocious. For some reason, rock bands, kind of like, that whole rock thing, there's a certain amount of, there has to be like either sex appeal for the girls or something that dudes want to mimic. But I mean, the big bands, the really good rock bands, they were already hits by the time they were 22, 24. They were already. Now you see people that are in their 40s and 50s just trying to make it in a somewhat dead art form because nobody listens to rock anymore. Mainly because there's not any new rock anymore. And all you young cats that want to tell me that you know about rock, shit you play is not rock and roll, man. Sorry to say. So sorry to say that. Man, I gotta check something here. Where is my backpack? Surprised if this thing is still rolling. Been a long roll on this screen. I need to get my proportional dividers. There's something a bit off on this right shoulder here that I've been noticing for a few days now. And I'm not even sure as to what setting I had. So the proportional divider, you set the screw here, and it will tell you where in the middle you can go with it. So originally the center line was here. This little tool is a great help, but it's also a great hindrance because it keeps you from really doing the. Okay, I'm working on landscape on 3. I think this portrait was set on 5. So change the proportion. Hey, Bobby. So if you're going to start doing classical art, you need plumb bob and dividers so that you can do this in vivo and see if I'm calibrating, making sure I'm at the right. Okay, so this was here. That it? Hey, boo boo. Hey, boo boo. Hey, boo boo. If you want to do the, I think that's pretty close, right? So the other side. So I'm having a problem here, but my center line's gone, so I can't really rediscover it. But it should be like right about there. Yep, right about there. So from here to here, I'm going to go like to the bottom of the hand. I just want to figure out how far out this thing really went. This girl is pretty sculpted as far as her physique. She's got some cuts, man. So she must pump a little iron, or maybe it's just a natural Amazon. I don't know. So that's the farthest out it goes. And then let's draw it in, see how close in it comes in on this curve, which is right at the bottom of that. Am I back on? Battery ran out. I am back on. Got a new battery in there now. So, I think I made some progress on the painting without even realizing it. Little bit. Little bit. So now the next big step for all this, well, I still got to work on that OBS software. I'm probably going to have to reload it. Complete reload. And man, there's a little bit of purple and so now I just have to do a million little videos that are somewhat interesting just to get people I need like at least 1,000 subscribers. This hand, there was a little bit of purplish bluish. It's amazing, just amazing. The things I can do with a paintbrush. So I was mentioning Nick's garage earlier because the guy's a mechanic. It's embarrassing because he's a mechanic, but he's doing really, this video thing is so good. And I'm over here struggling, trying to figure out how to operate the equipment. Computer science classes were starting just when I was in high school. And it was so futuristic to me, I didn't get into it. I had a friend that did, and he became a cybersecurity expert who's constantly getting hacked. But anyways, Nick's Garage, that guy, I'm thinking he makes a lot of money on his jobs, but I think he makes a lot more money on his YouTube. I was hoping my bosses would figure that out, that if you get a YouTube stream going for $1 million, I mean, Delta 8, man, we should be the Delta 8 Kings in Austin, Texas. On his YouTube, he makes so much more money. I think he does. Million subscribers on a YouTube stream. Delta 8 is going to be a hard thing to move on. You could just do this video sponsored by. This video is sponsored by Humankind Urban Pharmacy. Couldn't be doing this unless I was with those dudes, working with those guys, or working for those dudes. Which working for those guys is not really like working. Those guys are so damn cool. Hats off to Dave and Keith. Jason's cool too. They're pretty much salt of the earth, those people. They're much more salt of the earth than I am. I'm more like muck of the earth. So there are times when I do go quiet on here because I'm actually thinking about the painting. And I'm kind of painting in autopilot right now. I'm not really. Well, I'm not. I could add a little more gray to that. Kind of like autopilot right now. So up here below this, there's a little bit of. And then there are times when I don't see it. So anyways, I'm planning on doing a bunch of short little welcome to Austin. And I can run those off of my iPhone because those are like the steady cams built, steady shots built into it. Like I need a really good camera grip for that because I'm always on a bicycle and I wouldn't want to be falling off my bicycle while I'm riding around. I wonder how long Barton Springs is going to be closed, or if it's closed. They had a lot of rain last night. I don't know if that was the kind of rain that usually makes them shut it down for bacterial, due to bacterial loads. I think the lag picked up a little bit on this thing. It's not taking as long. So I'm listening and I'm talking to myself, but I'm listening to what I just recorded on the stream. It's a guy on the radio saying, just close that place. Cat's from Dallas. Listen to Leander. Not really from Austin, but he doesn't understand that is the reason why Austin is here. So anyways, new note to self, need a new, the other video capture card, because this one's rated for 30 frames a second. And my cameras can go like, I don't know how many frames a second. I think you could do 120 or something, I don't know. But it's also, this is a 2.0 USB. And so if I get the 3.0 USB, I just know if the next time I stream, I'm going to have all kinds of trouble remembering what the hell I did to get it to work. Oh, the one thing I did change was the I changed it to high performance video card. Pretty happy with this laptop. It's got a pretty fast chipset. Probably not as fast as well, I'm hearing that it is just as fast as the MacBook. But but the problem with the MacBook is you've got to buy so many damn dongles and crap just to operate anything. The other thing that happened was I bought this dongle so that you can hook up a external drive, SSD. I've retired my HDD external. I even just wrapped it in a bunch of bubble wrap, so it's with me all the time. Rudy was asking me why I carry all my stuff with me, and I said, because I have mortal fear of someone breaking into my place and stealing everything. And that has happened to me before where people stole everything. So even if you find a camera card, don't think they're not going to take it because they're going to sell that for $2 to somebody. 128 gig camera card. So I have to carry all my bling with me. Mortal fear. All right, it's time to do a little. Let's do a little Instagram promo video. So what I'm doing, wrong, 1, 2. Okay, I'm going to copy a link. Got that. You're looking live. You're looking live at a space where I paint. I'm working on all of these paintings. Forgive the unruliness of my place, please. That's the system right there. And now we're having an eye to eye. Let's see who blinks first. Anyways, I'm running this live stream now on my YouTube. Come join me, have fun. Forgive me. Forgive me. I don't mean to be so rude to you. However, I don't know who you are, and I don't really know that I want to be friends with you. I keep getting all these little chickies on here. And of course I love young, hot piece of A. But there's all these girls on OnlyFans, and to me that's pretty much pornography, which I'm a big fan of it. Who doesn't love pornography? So I'm working on, and then I've had a lot of problems with my connections here with Insta and second verification. Everybody wants the phone number. But anyways, I have all these followers. This morning I got one of this I don't want to be rude or say, anything bad, but it's a new follower from like a Muslim country. And it's a bunch of pictures and him and his, not a bunch, like 5 or 6 pictures. It's all in Arabic, or I don't know what they're saying or what their writing is on their walls. So I blocked it just because I don't know who they are. Okay, so this is a view within a view within a view. A view with a room within a view of a room as viewed from a Sony and or a iPhone. Testing. Live stream. I am technically challenged. Challenge is met. Onward. Challenge is met. All right, so I got that little promo video. Man, I woke up like at 4 this morning because I couldn't sleep and I was so energetic. I took care of my business, my constitution, and then immediately I felt so tired. So anyways, here I am, still working. How's it look? Okay. All right, okay. Manually having to input all these. The new day. It's a new day in Rico land. Ricola. Ricola. Bow, down, down. Bow, down, down. Bow, 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 bow. I think I could even change the iris on the camera, the iris setting. So people keep telling me, hey man, I haven't seen you in forever. And it's like, welcome to the club. Nobody ever gets to see me unless I'm down on the hike and bike trail of Austin, Texas. But if you've abused your privileges with me, if you've been like a shithead to me, I don't really want to go down there because this influx of out-of-towners is just really, there's the friendly vibe is gone. The vibe is gone. Wow, wow. Seeing if this other video comes up yet. Don't make me repost it. Okay, I'm going to have to. And that's all I got to say about that. Battery's still strong on a new battery. I'm on battery 2 so far. But I hope I'm still rolling because I'm not hearing myself talk anymore. Okay, I got it. It did go quiet there while I was posting. So now I have to figure out all the different so now I have to figure out all the different channels. So I do want to welcome Austin, Texas. I do want a joke channel. Just what do you call it? A brainstorm. Maybe that's what we'll call it. Tequila brainstorm. It's Tequila Mockingbird, Tequila Brainstorm. And then some of the stuff has to be done, recorded in video format. I do. Oh, and I still have to share that prayer with everyone that I use. So I had like 7, 8, 9, 10 friends that went ape shit because of my, not because of me, but they went ape shit on either HC being president or JB being president. And right now, so anyways, these people defriended me for that. They went ape shit because they were ape shit. So one was a friend that was friend since I was like 7th grade. Let's see, I entered school late. Well, I was an advanced student. I was in the 7th grade when I was 8 years old. And but yeah, this Facebook fool was getting mad because I kept posting all these plagiarism stories and about one Brandon. And so because of that, he's no longer my friend. And so now I'm just curious how he feels about that decision. I think his parents are probably the same. That's where he gets his political. Died in the well, Lulac people. But Lulac's always been manipulated by people like Beto. We weren't that great friends, I guess. Don't tell me they weren't. They did help a lot of people get into college. Oh, this is going to be like a grayish, like a little bit. So I'm going to add a little blue to this color. See if that turns it a little grayish, like a grayish green. Hello, grayish green. Is it a grayish green? It's just like a grayish. I don't know. If this is the right color. We're just going to put it in there and see what happens with it, right? Right on, right on. Right on, right on. So this is pretty boring, I guess, but it is just mainly, hopefully we start adding more viewer hours here. So eventually, if I can just get a lot of people to watch 1 or 2 of these clean videos or 1 or long videos. Right on, right on. I should do a Matthew McConaughey kind of It is what it is. God, I'm so hungry. So the last battery, 78 minutes, hour 18 of actual stream time. But I was already running that camera for about a half hour. So hour 48 minutes. What is that? 178 plus, what is it? Like another 30 is like 60 and like an hour and a half, a little over an hour and a half on one battery. And not all my batteries are equal, so this one will probably die out quicker. Going forward, the new videos should be in 1080p unless I decide I need to do a master video of something. So my intent for streaming and video, and it's not to show off, it's just mainly to try to get people to check out the website, which I have to rebuild, so that's another thing I have to do. Never ends. Hey baby, hey baby, hey baby. Rah, rah, rah. Do a little brown there. Brown sugar. Heard the Stones retired that song. Can't believe they did. I mean, it was a song written at a certain time, but I guess they're part of that whole. Well, I guess I imagine one of those guys has to be really careful with what I think is now defunct Me Too movement. The Stones! Got to see the Stones live. See the Who live. I think the Who were better though. But I mean, the Stones were fantastic. It was not necessarily because one was better. I just think the album the Stones were touring at that time was, what was it? It was, I guess they were just touring and recording still life because the still life background. But I don't think they put still life out before they toured. It's a great show. The show must go on, rain or shine. I were young when I saw that. I saw Springsteen. Springsteen was funny because there were a lot of Springsteen lovers, people that love Springsteen so much that they dressed up in a t-shirt and jeans like him with a can of Skull. But it was mainly just a lot of dudes that were in a couple dressed alike. T-shirts. I must have tripped Springsteen out like. That show went on for 3.5, 4 hours. The Who was great. The Stones came in on a chopper. Mick Jagger stopped the show to say, so I'll give out a warning. There's some bad acid floating around out there. So don't do any acid out here. We hear people have real bad trips. Yeah, Springsteen had a lot of man love. Good show, Springsteen puts out. Under my thumb, the woman once had me down. That is too brown. Gotta kill it. Add a little blue. It's down to me. The way the colors look when they're finally down to me. Whether it's gray or brown. You know, the more gray you have in a painting, the more realistic it looks. So my name is Rick Calzadilla. I love to paint. Love to paint women. It's my favorite thing. Hardest thing. Favorite color is blue. Love blue eyes, mainly because of the crystalline appearance of them. I'm a poor drawer. So I have to use all kinds of tricks and methods to achieve. But overall, I will say, well, shit looks pretty good. Poor draftsman is the word, but since people don't know what drafting is or what it means to draft, I don't use the word draftsman because you don't know what the hell I'm talking about anyway. Remain in dark, man. I will blink my eyes 5 times fast when I hear something stupid. Can't wait to try that out. Why are you blinking so fast when people ask me? Bloody bad draftsman. Don't use the word draftsman. Oh. Remain in dark. Órale. You're a bloody bad draftsman at that too. So this whole thing right here, I'm just having to make it up because I really didn't. The photo did not reveal to me how her forearm rests upon. I guess it looks like a kind of a marble tile top kind of table. It's rough out there. It's rough trade out there. It's a bit of rough trade, if you know what I mean. No, I don't. I don't quite know what you mean. So right now I have the luxury of saying whatever the F I want because nobody's watching. A rough trade. It's a bit of rough trade. So Rudy was saying that he kind of was gets tongue-tied because he's self-conscious about how he's going to sound on audio, but it doesn't matter, man. It's all forgotten in 5 seconds. Even if you do like a heinous crime, it's forgotten in minutes because there's a new heinous crime coming out by somebody else. Have you gotten the latest heinous crime? Yeah, I just got it in today. Enjoy your new heinous crime. Now, how mosquitoes get in here, I don't know, but they come in probably through the air conditioning. I have a wall unit. That's how small this place is. I kind of want to go for a bike ride, but I need to go pay some bills, so. But Yeah, this place is small, but I tell you that someone who's lived in Austin for a long ass time, I know I'm in the best part of Austin. Unfortunately, the policies here have allowed crime to explode. But there's also like just so many people living here now that it's kind of freaky. But I also got to tell you, man, that it seems like the babes were more numerous, like everywhere in the 80s. And I don't know what happened, but we seem to have a lot of mutts running around here now. But maybe that's just my prototype preferences. Sí, cabrón, no sabías que sabía cómo pintar. ¿Cómo que no, güey? No chingues, chingón. So this is a strap. And then there's a strap coming off over here. I'm just trying to lay a dark color. I'm going to use a dark actual color for that. Shouldn't really blend on the canvas, but whatever. People ask me to give them lessons, and I say, I'm not an orthodox painter. Just trying to get this, the shadows not quite that red, not quite that blue. There were bells on a hill, but I never heard them ringing. No, I never heard them at all till there was you. There were birds in the sky, but I never heard them winging. No, I never heard them at all till there was you. And there was music and wonderful flowers, they tell me, in fragrant meadows of dawn and dew. There was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all till there was you. All right. See, so there's like a little darkness here. There's a darkness on the edge of town. And then that rainbow color starts. So there's a beam of light striking her, and I'm sure it's from a beveled edge of glass. Like the sun must be coming through a window or something, but it's probably a beveled edge of glass that's laying this rainbow prismatic color upon her lovely flesh. I grow weary. No, I'm not. I still got paint, but It's nice outside, so I really want to go outside. Take a break. What time is it? Pom pom, wow, 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 wow. It's 1:35 already. So I figure I have about 2 hours working on paint. There's a girl from France named Camille Yolaine. Camille Yolaine, a very beautiful girl. Ooh, Statesman's quoting McConaughey. We cannot exhale. Once again, make excuses, accept these tragic realities as a status quo. All right, all right, all right. Captain Obvious there. Captain Obvious. Listen, as long as people are crazy, people are going to kill people. That dude was crazy. Moody. Mood. The mood. The mood. That's faux show, man. Mass shooting in Texas is like a weekend in Chicago. But in Chicago, but they don't. People don't care about Chicago because it's black people in Chicago, people of color, shall we say? That's. I mean, these people were of color too, but it was so many that, and it happened in Texas, so people have to make an even bigger deal. And it is a big deal, not to minimize it whatsoever. But damn, man, what's with the schools, man? People send their school. Look, here's the deal. The schools need to just teach reading, writing, arithmetic. But they're not. The schools aren't doing that job. They're not even getting people through math or English. And now, but with the lockdowns last year, people learned that they don't really want to hang with their kids all day either. So they were like, oh, I gotta get them back in school and mask and all that. People were willing to send their kids in a mask to school just to get rid of them so they could get back to their lives. Why have kids if you don't even like kids? And I do say a lot of you think you like kids, but you don't. Nobody likes kids. Kids are a pain in the ass, man. Just kidding. So anyways, people use the schools as a damn glorified babysitter. Like that kid that shot all those kids, he wasn't being babysat properly. So not until people start going like, hey, just give me a voucher to get my kid to learn math or a skill or learn how to read and write. But all this other junk they pile on. You don't need to teach social studies. Just give them a YouTube channel and they can go to whatever. They can go view videos of Somalia, Nicaragua, Libya, Turkey, Japan, Switzerland. Yeah, just get a voucher to get your kid learned, become learned. But that kid should have been picked out, and he was picked out. I mean, the cops went to his house, so that's not a failure on a gun lobby. That's a failure on people not watching each other's kids out. There was love all around, but I never heard it ringing No, I never heard it at all till there was you, and there was music. So the schools, man, if you're going to send to assume that the schools are going to keep your kids safe. I mean, I would be mad at the schools. Hey, I sent my kid to your school and he ended up dead. What the fuck? That's what I would be pissed at. If you're not going to be able to protect them, then you shouldn't be saying you're going to take care of them all day. You're not. Yeah, man, it's just like a daycare. Like if a daycare is dangerous, they shut it down. If a school is dangerous, shut it down. Like all those people, administrators that didn't see that kid coming from that school district, they should definitely be fired. And maybe there needs to be a law passed. Oh, where are the experts on the children? Where are the experts on what they need? You don't even catch cats like this. So pissed off. They should run drills, active shooter drills all the time at these schools. But that's, well, I'm not going to talk about that one because that one got someone in big trouble. All right, calm down, man. Calm down, dude. Concentrate, focus. Task at hand. So, as you can see, I'm a really aggressive and mean kind of person. All day long, just doing awful stuff. You know what I need? I need to smoke some Delta 8! Delta 8. I gotta get my, I gotta find Javier's link. So this camera is about 2.5 feet away from the painting. That's about 3.5 feet away. Oh, Javi. Oh, Javier. Longest friend I've had. We've had our times, but we used to party pretty hard, Javier. We worked together for a while. Javier is one of the funniest cats I know. He's a good dude. He's just as selfish as I am. Damn narcissist. Narcisístico. Es bien narcisístico ese güey. Ese no le va a creer nada de lo que te diga, güey. Bien. Wow, that yeah, definitely that lag time's picked up. And I did switch over to So when I started midstream, I switched over from Ethernet over to Wi-Fi. And so the lag, I guess, improved greatly on that part. Well, she picked up her bags and she took off down the road. There you are. So I guess kind of the key here is just keep talking, no matter what you're doing, so that people don't think you're not doing anything. I wonder how good that focus is in. I don't know if I have it on autofocus right. Oh, there it is. Zoomed right in, man. See the okay there. Ha! I got a special camera that shoots okay. That's gonna be so. You just need a big 1.4 aperture on there. Now, the new thing I need is I need some new models. I need some nude models. But nobody wants to model unless they're going on OnlyFans. Ha! .4 aperture is the kind of thing that'll make this brush come into focus. Let's see. Huh. Guess it needs a, oh, there you go. If it's too small, it won't focus in on the object. But take you back. In focus, out of focus. Ah, see that? Beautiful. Beautiful. So, yeah, I had some discussions with a few people about how to do this thing. And my real, it's not an idea. I just don't really want to edit a lot of stuff. So stream, did I say streaming again? Streaming. Estamos streameando. ¿Qué pasó? Vamos a stream. So, but yeah, so my thing is I don't want to do a lot of editing. So if I can just do a single camera take, this lens can pick up 20 people if it needs to. And across my headphones right here, the room we were recording in at the HK was solid walls, very echoey. But here in my place, because I have all these paintings all over, I guess it's creating sort of an acoustic balancing. So let's make this thing go global, man. Maybe I can get sponsored by Nick's Garage. That guy's such a good. He's a guy he's probably just a few years older than me. He's a Canadian, French Canadian. Sounds like I think he said his name. He's Greek, but I think he's picked up the kind of the French Canadian kind of accent. little bit. But this Nick guy is mesmerized by his videos, and this guy's out of Utah, Fab Rats and Robbie Layton, and Matt's Off-Road Rescue. If you're ever having problems, just watch those guys go pull trucks out of the mud or off the mountains and stuff. But anyway, Nick has got such a great, walks you through it, talks to you. He's like a natural. This cameraman's working with him great too. Got a little piece of crap up here. What the hell? A couple of little pieces of trash. So I had to trust StreamYard and Twitch and everybody with my kind of digital info. So, man, can't be, we are heading into some fucking crazy times. Crazy times. Oh, and then I did see something a new broadcaster did the other day. He had an announcement about his podcast. So he had all these people waiting for him to podcast. And then, he does this anticipation. He's using the anticipation methodology. Make you wait, make you seem like, why am I waiting here to try to create some kind of like, false sense of, but I think in the podcast world, if you don't start talking right away, if you don't start doing stuff right away, there's so many things. So anyway, he just made people wait 20 minutes and then he posted this thing about, oh, I'm tired, I'm not going to podcast. Well, damn. Great news, but Jesus. I'm like, yeah, the time that guy took to put his note out that he wasn't going to, I had already watched the whole Russell Brand. So for me, the best podcast right now, is I think Russell Brand, because he's very important topics. And then after that, I would say it is Jimmy Dore, even though that guy is not my cup of tea on what he thinks. At the very least, he is telling the truth, authentic, but he's not changing his principles. Like Bill Maher's a phony. Bill Maher's just saying things to make more conservatives listen to him, but he's not changing his beliefs. All Bill Maher is doing is grabbing common guests of winning podcasts. Like Bill Maher would grab all of Rogan's guests. I like Patrick Bet-David a lot, but he sort of does the same thing. He's doing the shared guest list, almost reproducing the old late night shows where they would all share the guests. Yeah, so Mars to me is and yeah, man, it's a lot of grotto stories about that dude. Remain in dark. That's what you should call this podcast. Remain in dark. So funny, man. That you can't through the censorship. You cannot share an opposing opinion. And how is the grotto? Oh, no need to applaud. Cannot espouse a controversial opinion. It's part of the biggest problem with this country. How can you understand somebody, what they're from or where they're coming from, if you don't let them talk? Johnny, Stevie, Timmy, Bill. How is the grotto? I spent a lot of time in the grotto with right. I agree with myself 100% of the time. Those guys were all idiots that I just mentioned. And the grotto. Bill Maher. That's I wonder where he's from and where that down. Bill Maher, where he comes from, where that dialect, that little bit of affectation comes from. Is it Mid-Atlantic? The old days? Mid-Atlantic. They used to teach in the 30s, 40s, I guess 50s. They used to teach people how to speak in they call them a fake European kind of voice, Raleigh. They call it Mid-Atlantic. So they had to take Mid-Atlantic. Katharine Hepburn was, you probably don't know who Katharine Hepburn is because you're not that old. Man, I'm hungry, man. I think it's almost time to sign off on this thing. But I'm doing really good on the painting here, so it's kind of good to paint like 3 different things, 4 different things at once. I mean, it takes forever, but just all kinds of crap has been going on with me this year. So weird. But anyways, you won't get too locked into one thing. Hey, thanks, Jim, for liking my Instagram vid. I heard my crazy neighbor going off again. I live next to this person of a certain, anyways, he sells his meds for prostitutes, and then when he's out of his meds, he tends to flip out. A real charmer there. I think I have the volume completely turned down on this. A picture within a picture within a picture within a picture. But yeah, I mean, it's always all these like scary looking, and I mean scary. I mean when it's not, and there's a dude that's like 6'3", wearing a hood, just hanging outside, and you go, what the hell? I mean, they don't live there. They're all hidden out. And it's like, yeah, it's, and you don't know if they're packing a gun or what the hell, but prostitutes bring crime, people. So what should I have? Well, I already had breakfast. I know what I'm going to have right now. I'm going to have me some cottage cheese with pineapples, blueberries, and some walnut pieces. When you buy the walnuts at the bulk food, don't get them out of the drop down bin. Get them out of the barrel if they have a barrel, because when you do the drop down bin, all the like the walnut dust comes out. You get mainly walnut dust instead of walnuts. That's nuts. Well, have me some cottage cheese. Out of the blue, man. Sometimes a tune will just pop into my head. La 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 la. Should be darker. This is like a very grayish. I was kind of like part of that Close Encounters. I hear there's a little Debussy in there. It's like, yeah, okay. And then, but it's probably off of Winter, the Four Seasons Debussy, not Debussy, Vivaldi. Thinking Debussy because I was thinking of the De Beers commercial because yeah, so I was thinking of that Diamonds commercial that they used to use for De Beers, Debussy, but it was really Vivaldi. Four Seasons, Winter. Yeah, Vivaldi's one of my faves, man. Yeah, okay, paintings aren't done in a day, all right, girls? You understand why it takes forever? Well, they are kind of done in a day when I'm painting, when I'm rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them calm. All seasons. So you want to be an avocado tree. This is migrating. I have a lot of migration going on here. So I'm going to have to, when I come back, it's going to look like crap. But I'll have to just fix it. I use, and right now I'm already, I don't even know what my oil mixture is here. Almost. So you wanted to be Matt McConaughey. Can't believe that guy was contemplating a run for Texas. God wasn't even living in Texas. You can't be the spokesman for Texas if you're living in California, dude. Silly goose. Silly geese. I'm an old cowhand from the Rio Grande. I'm an old cowhand, and I am from the Rio Grande. I lived pretty close. Well, all my friends did. It's probably the farthest at 1.5 miles. I had friends that were I'd say an eighth of a mile away from it. And some that actually well, kind of shit, man. I don't know if anyone's been watching this. Still at I don't even know if I'm still streaming live on YouTube because I'm on the other channel here. I'm on the StreamYard. Yeah, still going. One watching. I'm still here. Well, the other good thing too was that when I first, and I guess all the requirements you are supposed to have for streaming, I'm supposed to have like 1,000 subscribers, I thought. And I don't know, but I'm doing this somehow or rather. It's allowing me to do it through. So I'm actually using StreamYard rather than OBS. But it looks like the OBS somehow got fixed itself too. So I'll have to come back and mess with that later. And if I don't see you for days, it's because I wasn't able to reconnect. I only get 6 days of trying out this StreamYard. But there's always going to be Twitch. What is OBS? I'm an old cowhand from the Rio Grande. The StreamYard, it's only a 6-a-day tryout period, and then it'd be pay period. But perhaps I should, if I'm going to pay someone, well, I don't know if I can stream to Rumble. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Keep that rumble, rumbling, rumble, rumble. Yes, yes. Rumble, rumble, rumble. This is kind of a self-therapy session too, But it's explaining to, because Rude says he was self-conscious about speaking on the mic, and I don't know if he sounds fine. He got no problems with the voice. He doesn't really sound accented like myself. But I was just telling him that, since my folks are gone, it's like all bets are off. Come what may, man. They're not here anymore. So those were my those are kind of a editorial weight upon my shoulders, was that whole Catholic guilt thing that just gets stuck in some people when they're kids. Some people don't fall for that. Fortunately, I was not one of those. But anyways, I'm a very liberated person. If I'm not careful with what I say, it may actually get if you say too much stuff, people. That's why I had to put the remain in dark thing. I can't go around telling people what I know is true. People want to be in a Mary Poppins world. And then when shit goes wrong, they don't know why it went wrong. Did I say person? I can't believe I used the word person. I'm listening. The lag lets me. Sorry about the language. Painting and streaming such a way. Pretty cool. I mean, I'm just talking. Who cares who's listening? Probably nobody's going to listen. I think I can get viewers, more subscribers, if I can somehow manage to do some kind of cool videos about Austin, Texas. There's some people doing that now, but I know they're not from Austin. They don't know what the fuck's going on. Well, they probably do, because there's so much new stuff to do in Austin that's way beyond my budgetary constraints. And the pool is all screwed up. They don't have lifeguards, so they can't let you in. I'm an old cowhand from the Rio Grande. I don't know, man, if that's the right color there. I don't know, man. What are you thinking? Tell me something here, man. Tell me. Come on, talk to me. Which brush do you want? I need like a flat brush. A rather good flat brush. However, I don't seem it. I bought some new ones, and I just want to get a little more. Yeah, man, this brush better not be ruined. Good. It's not. Good. It's not. It's not wide enough, though. Yeah, I need to dip all those in. Hey, man. Talk. There's these. So I've been trying to work on this landscape painting at the shop, but it's a lot of interruptions. I can't ever get my groove going. That's really why I don't really like working with people there, because they interrupt me a lot. They distract me. But also, it's just been a lot of stuff happening, so I haven't really been drawing on that much. But when I have it out, some people ask me questions. But then there are some people that seem to take the opportunity to ask me about, oh, what are you doing there? Oh, I'm just working on a drawing, I'm going to do a painting. And then, oh, this is what and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, oh my God, it's trying to work on this painting. I don't want your. So people take the opportunity to give me their bio, which, like, I don't really care about this. So the next thing I know, they're like coming in to. I don't really care what people do. So my opinion on things is, I don't care if you're gay or you're straight but I'm not a people person. So that doesn't mean much. It just means that I don't care. I don't really want to interact with you. But at the same time, don't get upset when I don't know what you identify as, because that's none of my fucking business, and I don't fucking care. And I've got enough problems trying to figure out what's going on with me. Try to judge everyone. So, but it's kind of the same thing. It gets back to with when people start telling me their life story, or ask me about it. They don't have any interest in my painting either. They're just using it as a point. I'm an artist too. Like another person I just met as an artist too. I'm an artist too. Oh, really? And then, yeah, I do a lot of paint. I do paint. And you got some work? They had one painting they did. And it's like, you're an art. What the? Like this other guy I know, he's a musician, and all this like all this would be white. So everyone's like a self-promoter, which is what I'm doing. Just like you, I'm a painter. No, you're not. And even if you were a painter, that would be different from me because I don't even know if I'm a painter anymore. I think I'm an artist now. There's a difference between an artist and a painter. So now I'm seeing these Instagram posts from this quote-unquote great artist. They're asking for money. They want their followers to fund them on a European tour. It won't be a tour. It's just a matter of give me the money, go to Europe, and I'll try to do some gigs in some bars and cafes, but not like a, stadium or arena or club tour. Pay for my trip. And call it a tour. It's so worth it. Hey, anybody got a pool house I can live in? That would be cool. I'll give you, let's see, if I were to live in your pool house, let's just say that every 3 months, I'll give you a free painting. Free painting every 3 months if I can live in your pool house. Must be no less than 800 square feet. Offer valid through members of this podcast. I'll clean your pool, man. Walk your dogs. All right, kids. I'm so hungry. I'm going to take a break. I'm afraid to turn off the camera because I've had such a good long stream here. Let's just see if I can turn it back on at some other time. But I think my camera's about out of battery, so it shouldn't be. Should not be, but it might be. Oh. So you're going to get snowy picture. We're off. See you next time.